Dressmakers Closet. My name's Jane. So today's video is all about blouses. Yes, I've made 6 blouses in 6 days. I've been super busy and love them all, and I thought I'd share them with you. Grab a coffee and I shall see you in 2 minutes. So hi everyone and welcome back. So before I continue, if you just found my channel and you like to follow along with all my sewing, all my projects, all my little vlogs, my cozy vlogs I like to call them, and just generally updates on what I've been up to, then I would love for you to join me. Hit the subscribe button and that bell, and then you'll never miss out on any of my videos or vlogs. For those of you who already watch my channel, you may notice that I've got a little bit of a slightly different backdrop today. I've had a little bit of move around again. I know, I'm always looking for perfection, so I think that's always going to be the case. So, and also it's going to be a little bit of a surprise every time you tune in, because you're not sure where I'm going to be or what my background is going to be. So a little bit of excitement, I think. But yeah, so I quite like it. I've got my little candle on and I've got my fairy lights. Actually, these are the ones I had for Christmas, and they're just battery ones, and I was just going to put them away, and my daughter said, Mum, you should put them up behind you so they look all cosy in the background. So I thought, yeah, why not? So I put them up. Yeah, a little bit of fairy light. We all love a fairy light, don't we? So that's my backdrop, but nothing else changed really. My room is still the same. I've just had a little bit of a move around behind me. I didn't like all that clutter that was going on behind me. A bit of a control freak, a bit of a tidy freak, and it was making me feel a bit cray-cray, as we say here in England, or as I say anyway. And yeah, so I'm quite happy with it now. Yeah, so back to the title of my thumbnail, 6 blouses in 6 days. So there's a bit of a story behind why I've made 6 blouses in 6 days. If you follow along with me, you may or may not know that I'm a blogger for Minerva.com, and I have been blogging with them for a couple of years now, and they send you the fabric in return for you to make something with the fabric, and then obviously blog on their website. And over the last year, like last year 2020, they had a massive website overhaul, and it took them nearly a year to go from the old website to the new website. And we were told to hang on to all our blog posts and we could upload them all ourselves when the new site goes live. So obviously we kept getting the fabric, I kept getting the fabrics and what have you, and I think I did about 5 makes and 5 blog posts, and then we were told to hold on to future blog posts until the site was ready. So I did the 5, and obviously I filed them away, and then obviously I kept getting more fabrics, and I got a little bit, I wouldn't say lazy, but because we were told that the website isn't going to be ready yet, it's going to be months, it's going to be further on in the year, I just thought, oh, well, I won't make anything with them yet, I'll just hold on to the fabrics. Foolishly, shouldn't have done that. I should have just made them as I got them, because here we are in January 21, the website upgrade, should we call it, went live. I think it was the back end of November, and obviously we could upload all our blogs. So I uploaded my first 5 blogs, which I'd had from the beginning, but then I was left with 16 pieces of fabric. Yeah, I know. And that means 16 makes, and that means 16 blog posts. So some of them aren't too bad because some of them are fairly new, just got not long ago, but some of them are quite old. And obviously Minerva want all our blogs uploading, and the ones that are older, obviously got to get them up priority, because obviously the fabric could well be out of stock. So by the time I add my blog post, some of the fabrics that I have had for quite a while may no longer be in stock, which defeats the whole object. So we all got well, I don't know if we all did. I did. I got an email. I'm hoping it's not just me, but I got an email saying, well, thank you so much for all your fabrics, but can you basically get a shift on and get them made and get them uploaded? Not in that phrase, but that's my phrase. That's not how it was worded, but basically that's what it was meant. And I just thought, oh God, I'll have to get them done. So I hate anything hanging over me. So 16 fabrics, and I thought, right, I'm just going to whiz through the lot, and then they're all gone. I'm up to date, and then I can concentrate a bit more on Loopy Mabel's closet because I've got olive blouses to make. I digress a bit, but thank you so much. They're going really, really well. And so I've got another 6 for me to make. So yeah, obviously I want to concentrate on that. I'm also working again also on my Poppy Pinafore, the pattern, the PDF pattern for that. I want to get that out because a lot of you are waiting for that. And also I have got my other roles as blogger for Felicity Fabrics and also for the sewing directory. So obviously I've got far too much on, and one of my new rules for myself moving forward this year 21 is to not take on so much externally, because I do have quite a lot now going on with Loopy Mabel's closet, which is absolutely amazing, more than I could have dreamt of, and that's really where I want to go down, concentrate on the stuff that I'm creating. So yeah, so going forward, take on less external work and just do it maybe quarterly rather than all the time, for especially for Minerva. You know, I could request the fabric a little bit less, I would say. So that's why I've made 6 blouses in 6 days, because I wanted to get through this pile of fabrics because it's driving me mad. So without further ado, you're saying, which blouses have you made, Jayne? Stop waffling and show us the blouses. So without further ado, I'm wearing the first one. Some of them I've made before. I think, no, all of them I've made before. There isn't a new pattern that I've tried because I'm quite liking all the blouses that I've already got in my wardrobe, and I like those patterns. Oh no, tell a lie. One of them is a new pattern. Yes, one of them is, and I'll get to that in a minute. So starting with this one. Before I go on, I will list every blouse in the description box below. I'll list every blouse pattern and the fabric that I've used, and I'll link to them all. And if you fancy having a look at the pattern or the fabric, click on the links and it'll take you over to Minerva. So don't worry about having to take notes or write things down. So yeah, so first things first, this is the Roscoe blouse that I'm wearing, and I've got a coffee. I'm going to try and drink it. So this is Roscoe blouse by True Bias. I will pop pictures up, as I always do, of me wearing the blouses and a little bit of video footage if I've got it as well. So yeah, this was one of my first, not this one, but the one I did a couple of years ago was the first blouse pattern I tried when I came back into my dressmaking. It was a good pattern to start with because obviously it went really well. It was a simple sew and it gave me a little bit of confidence and thinking, yeah, this is good. I can remember how to do it all, and this is easy, this dressmaking lark. So I came back to this, and that original blouse I give to my mum because when I made that one, I made it 2 sizes bigger because obviously I was still on my weight loss journey back then, and my mum always loved that blouse, so she's got that blouse now. So I've made it again 2 sizes smaller. I've made it in this gorgeous brushed cotton. It's so soft. I love a brushed cotton. It's so soft and comfy, and this is a perfect type of blouse for me for wearing around the house when I'm doing my sewing or maybe sitting crocheting. It's comfy. It's a relaxed, loose fit. Pop some pictures up of me wearing it. I wouldn't say it's the most stylish of blouses as blouses go, if you know what I mean. But it's such a easy, simple make, easy, comfortable to wear. Quite, as I said, quite like a loose fitting. You've got the gathered neckline and the bias, the self bias with a little bow. Do love the little bow detail, and I would say 3/4 length sleeves. They don't come right down to your wrist, and I've got like a little skinny rib jumper on underneath today. Just for a little bit extra layer of warmth. But again, you could wear this. It's a blouse you could make for in the summer, maybe in a nice cotton lawn or maybe a nice gingham or something like that. And lovely blouse for the summer too, because it's quite a loose, airy type of top. So great for all the seasons. And again, if you know me, I love to layer, and it's a great layering piece. And I think this might go quite nice actually underneath my Poppy Pinafore in the pumpkin colour. I'll just grab one I've got here just to show you. So this is in the pumpkin, and I think it might layer quite nice underneath. So that's the Roscoe blouse, and if you're watching today and you're fairly new or brand new to dressmaking, or you're returning back to dressmaking after a few years like I did, and you feel a little bit rusty or maybe a little bit lacking in confidence, as we all do, then this is a brilliant easing in type of sewing pattern, because there's no zips, there's no fasteners. It's really simple, and the raglan sleeves, so you don't have to fit sleeves into, you know, armholes, which can be a little bit intimidating or a little bit daunting. Absolutely brilliant. And you just edge the cuff, edge the neckline in a self bias, or you could buy you could use ready-made bias as well. But that's all you do, and literally you've got your top. Super simple. So I would highly recommend it. So it's the Roscoe blouse by True Bias, and this is this gorgeous pretty brushed cotton. Number 2, now these are not in any particular order of preference or which ones I like, they're just as I've got them here. So number 2 is, you'll have probably seen this if you follow me on Instagram, this is the Friday Pattern Company Wilder gown, but the shirt version. I don't like the dress, it's just, I've tried it, it's not me, it's not me. I'm not saying I wouldn't try it again, but if I tried it again, I would have to style it completely different to how I styled my original one. It did nothing for me. I just looked like a sack of potatoes in mine. I didn't like it. It was, no, maybe wear it with a belt, maybe maybe a little bit shorter. Anyway, but I do love the shirt, and again, you can see in the pictures I've paired it again with my pumpkin cord poppy pinafore. I love this colour, like a burnt orange. It's a fab colour. This colour, mustard and olive green, are just absolutely brilliant colours for to keep in your wardrobe. If they're in, you know, if that's your colour palette type of thing. It's one of my, these are my colours that are in my colour palette, my season palette. I'll proper link the card up for the vlog I did on finding your colours. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you go and watch that vlog, because it does tell you what colours suit you. It goes off your eyes, your hair, your skin tone, and then it brings you up the colour season palette, shades of colours. And mine, I think I'm deep autumn. The colours really do enhance my skin, or my skin tone, or my eyes, my hair. Brilliant. So now I tend to think of all those colours before I choose fabrics and what have you. And these are all the colours in my colour palette, so they go really well against my skin tone and what have you. And I love this blouse. Again, this is another super simple blouse. I love the Friday Pattern Company patterns. I think I've got quite a few of theirs. And again, no fastenings, no zips, raglan sleeve, very similar to this actually, but it's a straight sleeve. The neckline is the gathered, it's got like a channel in it around the top, and you thread like your bow through, so you get like the gathered neck, and you get like that pussy bow effect. And true to fit as well, the sizing, true to fit. So go off when you go on some of these patterns. Obviously look at your body measurements, but then also look at the finished garment measurements, because sometimes they can turn out quite big. I always recommend you go off the finished garment measurements. So just say for example you're a 38 bust, and the finished garment measurement maybe comes out as something like 50. It might be 50-inch bust. It could be a little bit too loose for you, so it's always worth maybe sizing down. But yeah, this is the Wilder blouse. I think this is my third Wilder blouse I've made, and I'll probably make lots more. A, it's super simple. B, it's a really quick make. C, you don't need an awful lot of fabric. And D, I just love the neckline and the pussy bow detail, and you can wear it simply on its own like I have with my jeans, maybe a little bit of tuck at the front, or layer it under a dress, a pinafore, maybe a cardigan, a jumper, maybe a little grandad vest. Options are endless. So yeah, so that's number 2. That is the Wilder gown, but it's the blouse. So moving on to number 3, this is another new favourite of mine. You'll have seen me wearing this again on Instagram. This is the Oak Ridge blouse by Sewaholic Patterns, and I just love the pussy bow blouse detail. I love the pussy bow blouse, full stop. I did a vlog on me doing a bit of research on pussy bow blouses. I'll pop the card for that as well up there. In fact, this didn't come up on that list because I didn't find it. I think it's because it was classed as a pussy, I think it's because it was just classed as a shirt. I'm not sure, but it never came up when I was searching for it, but it's by Sewaholic Patterns. And absolutely love it. It's a classic shirt type of style, fitted. So you've got to undo all the the majority of the buttons to get it on because it's fitted. Couple of bust darts and like a shirt type of sleeve with the cuff. And obviously your buttonhole, but don't be intimidated or daunted by it just because it's got cuffs. It's just a piece of fabric on it, like rectangular fabric. Turn it through, stitch it down, and then pop the other side over and top stitch it down. So it's nothing technical at all. And you have your little, obviously your little shirt, literally a little bit of binding and then fold it over. So really simple. And yeah, I just love it. Now I've worn it on its own. I've worn it with a grandad vest. And again, this will be a great layering piece with other items. So, and I think this is my third one. I did the plain blue one. Then I did that gorgeous one with all the apricot, the oranges, burnt oranges, which is another great layering piece with said pinafore. It's a really good colour, that pinafore. And obviously this is my third and it won't be my last. I absolutely love it. I love it, absolutely love it. I love the silhouette of it because it's fitted. So it's got a lovely silhouette. It's not loose and baggy like this, which sometimes can be a little bit unflattering. It depends on what you want to wear it with or what you want to wear it for. This, I do think it's a little bit unflattering. I'll stand up slow and just show you because it's just like, you know, there's no shape to it, but it's brilliant for lounging around the house or casual, you know, type of thing. So it all depends on what you want the occasion for them to wear type of thing. So that was the Oak Ridge blouse. Again, I think this one is my third, could be my fourth make, I think. This is the Florence top by Merchant and Mills with that delicious ruffle at the bottom, which it's lower at the front and then it comes up and it comes higher at the back. So it's quite a nice little dimension to it, and it's got the button placket. And this is in cotton lawn. Oh, I didn't say what this one was in, did I? This one is in cotton poplin. So a nice crisp type of fabric, great for this type of blouse. Yeah, so this is the cotton lawn, so it's got a little bit more drape to it. Again, it's still like a cotton poplin lawn type of thing, so they are a little bit more crisper, more structured as a fabric, but it works really well. It's absolutely fine. And yeah, another great little top. Really love it. Love the little button placket down the back and the cute little cap, short sleeves, not cap sleeves, cute little short sleeves. And again, nothing technical really about this one. The only technical part is putting your button placket in, but that's not technical because all it is just folded over. Fold it up, fold over a centimetre, then fold it over again, top stitch it down, put your buttonholes in. So nothing technical there. And a bind, you bind the neck. You can either self bind or maybe add a pretty binding. And yeah, that's I do like Merchant and Mills patterns. I've made quite a few. I've got another one coming, that's one of theirs as well. I do like their patterns. The instructions are really good and sizing is really good too, so spot on for sizing. And yeah, so that's the Florence top, really pretty. And obviously you can see me wearing it in the garden. Moving on, so this is the newest one. This is a new pattern that I've never done before, and again, this is a Friday Pattern Company. You may recognise it. This is the Sagebrush top, and I've had this pattern quite a while, but I've never got round to making it. And I got this gorgeous cotton ditzy print, and I thought, oh, that would go really nice. Cotton poplin, and it's got these gorgeous little white daisies on it, little cerise flowers. And it's like on a mint green background, And again, simple enough top, really simple. It's just got a couple of yoke section there and there, and along the front, and then you just add the ruffle. Really simple. It's just a piece of fabric folded in half. You gather it, stitch it on, and then attach your top yoke to the main bodice. So it's nothing technical again, and there's no fastenings again because it's just an opening with a little tie detail, and it's got quite big voluminous sleeves with an elastic end of the sleeve, and really pretty. Jury's out on the sleeves. I do like a sleeve detail, but the jury's out on the sleeves of these. I do feel they're a little bit voluminous, but it could be because I've chosen more of a crisp fabric. So I think if I chose something like in a viscose, something a little bit more drapier, they may not be as structured. I do feel as if a gust of wind and I'm going to take off. So I'll make it again. I'll try it in something a little bit more drapey, a little bit more, something's got a little bit more fluidity to it. But it's a really pretty top, and again, great for layering, and I've layered mine in the picture underneath a white long sleeve tee because it's obviously winter here in England, but it'd be really pretty in the summer with some linen trousers or a skirt. I love that detail. I like things that's got that little bit extra detail, and I think it's a really pretty top. So that's the Sagebrush by Friday Pattern Company. And again, really simple pattern to follow. I do like their patterns as well because they always put a little bit of like an inspiration quote in there just to keep you going as you're going through the instructions, and they always make me smile. So if you have never tried Friday Pattern Company, really good pattern company to try, and really straightforward, good for beginners. So that is the Sagebrush, and number 6 is another one I've made before. And this is the box top by Merchant and Mills. Now, made this before in that lightweight denim. Absolutely love that top. Again, it's got the tiny little sleeves. Love those sleeves. And I've done it in this floral because I wanted to see how it looks, because I hope you can see it's got this crisscross top stitching detail with these like a pleated area. And I wanted to see how it would work on a floral or busier print, and it looks quite nice. Works really well. And again, this is a cotton poplin, so a crisper type of fabric. Again, great for layering over long sleeve skinny tee, but great for in the summer because it's a really pretty top. Slip it on, and again, no fastenings. It's got just a ruler loop, and obviously a button and a little bit of a keyhole. The only one thing I have with this is I've struggled to get it over my head. I think I must have a big head, so I really do have to force it over my head. So when I wear this, I have to put my makeup on last, because if I put my makeup on first, you end up with makeup all around the neck. That's the only thing. So I think when I make it again, I'll have to make a note actually on the pattern to make this opening a little bit longer than what the pattern says. Maybe add another centimetre or two, and then adjust just the facing accordingly, just so I can get my head in a little bit easier. But apart from that, it's a really simple make. Again, they're all really simple makes. There's not one fastening in there apart from the buttons, but there's no zips or anything technical at all in any of these patterns. And there's nothing technical about this pleated section either. You've got 2 pleats that way, 2 pleats that way, and you just fold these 2 in that way, you fold these 2 in that way, pin it all down, and you just follow. There's like a little grid template to follow for your top stitching, and I just marked it with my pen, and then I just did my top stitching. Really simple but really pretty. So I quite like how it's come out in this floral print. I think it'd be really nice this in a nice linen, this type of top. I think it probably does look better in the plainer fabric, but I quite like it in this. And yeah, so there are my 6 blouses in 6 days. My wardrobe, needless to say, is overflowing. I've got more blouses than there's days in the week now, but I have an amazing selection of outfits. The outfits I can create is unreal. So, and also when they go in the ironing pile, I've still got plenty of other blouses to wear hanging up. So it's not like a mad rush when I wash something that I've got to iron it straight away, because I absolutely hate ironing. So getting a dry throat because I'm chatting again. 2 seconds, that's better. So hope you like today's blouses. If you've made any of them, let me know which ones you've made. If there's anything you fancy, let me know which ones you think you'd like to try. And if you want to ask me anything about them, please feel free in the box below. Let me know which one's your favourite out of the 6. And also, all the blog posts with more details and more pictures are over on minerva.com, and I'll pop the link in the box below so you can go and have a look if you fancy. But as I say, I will list every one of them individually, and if there's something that you like, if you liked, say for example, that fabric, you just click on the link. I will link it to the top. So for the box top, I will link obviously this fabric to it. So that's it for today's vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. I have got lots more sewing coming. I am doing a little vlog on my favourite makes of 2020. That's coming soon. And yeah, as usual, lots more coming. But thanks for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed my little blouse selection, and I shall see you on my next video. But until then, please take care and happy sewing.